Hello channel, welcome to my hello, welcome channel to every hello channel my hello, welcome, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to discuss briefly about my comment exchange with Choker Millionaire and his characters and his kind of rude and aggressive behavior on how he replies and handles his followers. So today there was a comment I made about the video he made about some iPhone installment program with network providers, and he was very aggressive and unwelcoming for a criticism. It's not really a criticism, but it's a kind of a correction, a point that I wanted to pick out from that video. In the video, he talked about how the guy, his friend, was able to get the iPhone from the local network provider there in a very affordable amount. But there was something that he said that caught my eyes that I wanted to point out in that video. He said that he got it for absolutely $0. But that is not entirely true. He didn't get it for $0. So why I made that comment and why I'm making this video is for him to understand that some people that are living in Nigeria or Ghana or in Africa might not entirely understand what you are talking about by the installment and about the service providers and things like that. So it's much more preferable if you make it more clearer and understandable and comprehensive for them. That is why I actually made that comment, because it's not entirely $0. Because when you say it's entirely $0, people in Nigeria, Ghana, or other African countries will feel like you just go into any store, any network provider store in Canada, and you pick up phone for free. No, that's not. Some people are going to think like that, even though you don't believe something like that. But there are a lot of people. You must understand that you have, I think, about 80,000 followers. Inside those 80,000 followers, not everyone have the capacity to understand everything you say, as far as they are not living in the same country with you. So in order to make it much more easier for them, you have to give them a better explanation. Now, there are two catches in these kind of programs and installations with these network providers. What I said in that comment was, it's not $0, bro. He must have paid some deposit, and his monthly service installment has increased with another $13. So don't say he got it for absolutely $0. Now, he said the guy was paying $62 for his network providers services per month, and now he got the iPhone, and then he has to pay extra $13. So there are two things that are involved with this. I also use this kind of program. I live in Malaysia, if you don't know. So there are two types of requirements that these network providers have. Now, if you're going to take the device plan with them, they usually require that you put a deposit. They usually require like initial deposit of about 10% value of that particular device you're taking, or that you must have been with them for like 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. Different networks have different requirements for this. So either you have been with them, you have been using their postpaid, not prepaid. You know, a lot of people in Nigeria or Ghana use prepaid. You just go and buy a recharge card and you top up and use to make call or recharge or subscribe for your internet. But there's a postpaid also, which is every month you pay some certain amount of money, but you will use a network will give you unlimited calls. Some network will give you some amount of data, like 10 gig or 20 gigabytes of data. So every month you pay them something like $10 or $15. In Malaysia, you can get it up to, there are some that can give you about even as less as $10 per month, and then you can make unlimited calls to every local networks, and then you can have up to 10 or 20 gigabytes of data. So these are the things. Some network will say that if you're new to their network, now this is what you have to make your followers to understand. If you're new to their network, you cannot get this kind of package. So some network will say that if you're new, they will demand some deposit from you, and they have to check for your credibility, also your credit value. If your credit score is very good, then if they check all these things and it's okay by them, they will demand some deposit, probably about 10% or 20% of that device value, and you have to be on their network. They will put you on contract for about 2 years, some 1 or 2 years, or even 3 years. So what it means by putting your contract for about 2 years means that you cannot use another SIM card on that phone. So if you purchase that iPhone, you cannot send it to Nigeria or Africa to use unless you get someone to unlock it for you. So which means that for that 2 years, you cannot put another SIM card. You cannot use it with another network. Let's say, for instance, you use 2 phones and then you go out for some work or something, and then your Android or Samsung dies off and you want to remove the SIM card and put in the iPhone to make an emergency call. You cannot do something like that. That is what it means by locking you down on that particular subscription for 2 years. So until you finish paying for that 2 years, you cannot be able to use another network with that particular phone. So that's one thing we need to point out there. And I have to read all the comments that people have made on this particular comment, the replies that they have made. And I have to give reviews on all of these replies, both the ones that are aggressive and insulting, all of them. I don't have problem with all of this. And after that, I'm going to give a little bit of advice to my friend Choker Millionaire. He's doing a very good work about educating people on how you can do the processes of your visa in migrating to Canada or other countries by yourself, without having to involve dubious agents that will take your money and run away. So this is like similar thing to what I'm doing also on my page. If you go to my page, you will see similar videos like that I do about Malaysia and trying to educate people about the legal things that you can do in Malaysia instead of the illegal things that people do. So his first reply on my comment was, such comments is what makes me go hard on people. In this very video, I told you he didn't pay any down payment. So the guy himself was even explaining the details in the video, yet with your all-knowing mind, you want to assume that the purchaser of the phone is wrong and you are right. Is everything okay with you? Or you want to be the one to tell him what he bought? And now what you have to understand is you don't have to be very aggressive in your reply. That's what I've told you many times, time and time again. Even if someone tries to discredit you, which is what you have been saying, and I'm not trying to discredit you, I'm just pointing out things, and you can do so to my videos. If you see me saying things that are off point, I don't mind. You have to take corrections from people. Your followers, out of your 80,000 followers, all of them must not be 100% obedient to your opinions. No, you have to expect people that will be that will have different opinions to whatever you believe in or whatever you're doing or creating in your content. So I am not trying to say that you are wrong or your friend is wrong now, and I am not also trying to say that I am all-knowing mind. No, and you are actually the one that is having this kind of mentality by not allowing people to say things contrary to what you believe in. In that video, you say that he got it for absolutely $0, which is not true. And you also were the one that said that he have to pay $13 every month, which is an increase from $62 of his monthly service charge, which is supposed to be about $75 monthly service installment. That is what actually prompted me to say that it is not absolutely right. And if you didn't explain this properly to your followers, some people will think that you are oppressing them, that their life is miserable in Nigeria or Ghana and these things that they cannot get it, but you get. No, you have to let them know the consequences or the perks that comes with it also. It's not easy taking things on installment, because if you think now the problem, one of the hidden problem with taking things on installment and getting it this affordable is that now, okay, you can get an iPhone 14 and pay just about an extra $13 per month. Now, let's say you're earning about $1,500 per month and you're just removing $13 per month to pay. So you still have about a lot of money, $1,400 plus money remaining. Now you see that you can also buy a laptop for maybe about $50 per month. You will go and buy that laptop also, and you will be paying small money. Now you see you can also buy probably a car for about $200 per month. You will keep taking these things on installments until you are not able to recognize or know when you have actually eaten up all your monthly income in these installments. So at the end of the day, you end up earning money and using all of them to pay for all your installments and commitments. So these are the perks and problems that comes with these installments, plans, and loans. So another thing, and then I replied, be calming down, Oga. He might not have paid any deposit. So now in this comment, you have to recognize the fact that I recognize the fact that he might not have paid any deposit according to you. But there are other things that I was pointing out where you say that he got it for absolutely free, $0, which is not true. So I said he might not have paid any deposit because he might have been with them for a while. So one of the reasons that will make you not to pay any deposit to these service providers is because probably you have been their customer, you have been their post-paid customer, not prepaid. Remember, post-paid customer for a while, probably about 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, depending on their requirement. So, and then you don't need to pay a deposit. But if you're a new customer, there are high probability that they will request you to pay some deposits before you take that phone. And I said, but he didn't get it for $0 literally, because you say that he got it for $0, but he didn't get it for $0. $13 is money, and is a lot of money, so you don't call it a $0. And his monthly service charge has also increased. So it's even though it's affordable, but his monthly installments have increased by the virtue of purchasing that phone at $13. And now you reply with, did you watch the video? If yes, what was his monthly bill? Now I also replied and told you that yes, I watched the video from the beginning to the end, and I did watch it to the end, bro. You said he was paying $62 per month with 20 gigabytes of data and unlimited calls to local numbers. And $62 plus $13 equals to $75. That's an increase of $13. Now, some people wouldn't see this $13 to be a lot of money, but what of when you accumulate a lot of things of $13? Let's say you buy laptop with installment, you buy probably your fridge in the house with installment, and you buy probably television with installment. Before you know, you are paying about $500 or $700 in installment on different devices. So these are the things that you have to be aware of taking installments and loans from these service providers or other institutions. Now, he replied also, he said, so you heard me in the video breaking down the details of the contract, which you yourself have confirmed in your follow-up comment, yet you posted a comment that stated categorically that it's not $0, bro. He must have paid some deposit. So can you tell me what the deposit amount is? Now he's emphasizing more on where I say that he didn't pay deposit, but I have actually recognized the fact that he might not have paid any deposit because he must have been their customer for a while. So if I have agreed on that yes, I might have made a mistake by saying he might have paid a deposit, but there is option for you not to pay a deposit if you had been their customer for a while. So if you leave this comment and then you focus more on where you say that he got it for a $0, that is what you also need to correct on your video and your comment. So, and then I reply, $312, that is the total amount that the guy have to pay in the end of 2 years. It's not $0, bro. So that's money. That's still a lot of money to some people. So it's not considered $0 according to your video. And you could say he got it very cheap, and you could say he got it very affordable. This was my suggestion. Instead of using $0, you could say he got it very affordable, but it's not $0. So that is what you have to make very comprehensive, so people don't misunderstand this, thinking that in Canada you can get phones like iPhone and something like that for $0. No, actually this service provider's device plan is not only in Canada or abroad or any other country. Some service providers in Nigeria and Ghana are doing something like this, but the problem is just that a lot of people living in Ghana and Nigeria are used to the prepaid plans where they just buy credit and use it, and then if it's finished they buy another one. There is actually a postpaid plan also, and network providers like MTN in Nigeria, they do offer device plans also, even though it's not an iPhone device. It's like simple like Techno device or Infinix or those little devices. They do have it also, but a lot of people don't know about it because a lot of them are used to the prepaid plans where they just buy a credit top up of how much they want to use, 100 naira, 200, 500 naira, and they use it, and then whenever they need again they buy. So that's what you have to understand. It's not only evident in Canada, it's almost everywhere in the world, just that Canada has a better system than these African countries. Now, you replied and said, I asked you a simple question. You wrote categorically that he must have paid a deposit. I asked you what the deposit is. You failed to say it. And I have decided not to say any harsh words to you. Next time, make sure you listen to me very carefully before misrepresenting me. The next time you misrepresent me, I won't take it lightly with you. Now, this is a threat, and it's a very poor behavior from you. Choker Millionaire, I respect you a lot. You do a lot of good things. The videos, the content you create gives a lot of education to our people that are in Nigeria and Ghana and other African countries. One thing you have to understand is that according to your profile, you wrote that you're a public figure. Now, being a public figure is not someone that has an aggressive character. You know that a lot of people are following you. So if you have people that are following you, you have to be compassionate and kind in handling people from different opinions and perspectives. Don't be so aggressive when people say things that are contrary to your opinions. If you have this kind of character, then you cannot be an effective or good leader. Just imagine they give political power to someone like this, and then he becomes like president or governor. Tomorrow someone comes out and say that he's not leading well, he's not performing well. The next minute you will see police knocking at your door and pick you up and lock you up. That's the kind of character you're displaying here, and which is totally wrong for a leader like you and a family man also. And then he went on to say, I hope your title, doctor, is not an academic title of a PhD holder. If it is, you must be a terrible PhD holder. What you wrote with the intention to discredit my video was very unintellectual. Now, there's no need for you to be very disrespectful and insulting to me. I could be very disrespectful and more insulting to you if I want, but I choose not to do that because it's a very less mature thing to do. Now, you as a leader, you are supposed to be more compassionate and comport yourself more while you're replying to comments on your videos and your content from different people from different perspectives. Don't be so aggressive and trying to punch the person through your screen by saying things that you don't like. That is wrong. I have a lot of videos on my Facebook and my YouTube channel, and a lot of people give a lot of negative comments, a lot of comments that are very, very emotional, but I don't reply them I don't reply them with a very aggressive feeling. I don't reply this way. I just try as much as I can to explain further to them for them to understand. And if they have a better opinion than me, I will take it in and I will make corrections. Go to my YouTube channel and find a video that I made that has about 44,000 views. Go to the comment section, you will see a lot of negative comments there, but you will never see one of them that I punched like this through the screen on the comment section. It never happens. I am not that aggressive, and it's not good to be such aggressive. People can just be themselves, and everybody have freedom of speech in whatever platform they are, and you have to understand that this is social media, so you cannot control what people say. You must not force all the 80,000 followers you have to believe in your ideology or to believe in every content or video you put out. No. Even though a lot of your followers are in Nigeria or Ghana or some African countries, you think that you are much more knowing than them because you live in Canada. That is wrong. A lot of them in Nigeria or Ghana or African countries actually have more better knowledge than you, or even can have a better life than us that are living abroad. So that's what you have to understand. You are not all the time right. Sometimes you might be wrong. Because of the fact that you have a lot of followers and you call yourself a public figure, doesn't mean that you must be right in everything. Your followers can also give you a better idea of the content you create, or also give you some corrections on the mistake you make in your content. He went ahead to say, watch the video again and correct your first comment if you deem it wise. Now, I think you should also correct your way of reply. It's very aggressive, very disrespectful, and very insulting, which is not good for a leader. And then he said, and this person said, my Choker Millionaire, please don't go hard on anybody. You've done so much for African youth. I've been following you close to 2 years now. So this is a very reasonable comment. If you can understand what this person is saying, this person is also probably Nigerian or Ghana. If you can understand what this person is saying, it means that you can actually correct my comment without having to be aggressive. or so emotional about it. So it's very important you learn how to calm down while replying to comments. And then I replied also, I say, calm down, bro. Stop threatening me or threatening people that oppose your opinions. Every of your followers must not abide by your opinion. People make negative comments on my post, but I don't threaten them. So be calming down, bro. That's what I replied you. And then you went ahead to say, what is the threat? You don't understand by saying you will go hard on me is a threat. It's a threat. If you don't understand that, let me tell you, it's a threat. And I will never threaten you or any of my followers in such manners. It's very, very childish and disrespectful. And say, do you have difficulty understanding? Or difficulty understanding what? I think you are the one that have difficulty in handling people. So you need to correct that. And you said, you who claim to know better than the one who bought the phone and yet could not defend your baseless claim. Do you know how silly you will look when people read this thread and then when people read this thread from the beginning only to find out that you have the title as a doctor? Now you are becoming more disrespectful. So believe me, if I try to be as little as disrespectful and aggressive as you are, I think you will cry, and the next thing you will do is block. So don't be so disrespectful and aggressive. You are not the only one that have bad mouth. Other people have bad mouth also. So if I try to bad mouth you like you are doing to me, you are going to cry, and the only thing you can do is block. So stop being disrespectful and aggressive about people's comments on your page. I try as much as possible not to disrespect you or say anything that is very aggressive in reply to your comments. And then this one say cold war between a doctor and a millionaire. This is very funny actually. I liked it. I laughed. I reacted at the comment. So this is the kind of comment that I want to see. Let's people just do things in a very respectful, although you have freedom to say whatever you want to say, but let's be very respectful to people. My initial comment was never in any way disrespectful to Choker Millionaire. So that's how we should keep it clean and educational. And then this person said, Dr. Zombie, stop stressing Choker Millionaire, Joe. Your arguments are baseless. So these are the kind of followers that you're training. You have put a very heavy fear in the minds of your followers that they never dare to say anything against you. So they kind of become also as aggressive as you are against people that dare to say anything against you, which is very wrong. So Alabi Adeyo, you need to be calming down. And then one for Valentine said, Baba, you no get here. Can't you understand well? He mean that the $13 extra he was asked to pay is so small than store price. Don't interpret what he means. Let him say what he means, and that is not what he means. So, and then you probably is living in Nigeria, most probably. So I don't expect this kind of reply from you. You need to learn more. Let the people that understands the system explain it more to you instead of being disrespectful and aggressive. But although you still have freedom to your expression, you can say whatever you like, that's fine. And then Harriet Fatima Ababodi says, school him, brother. So these are the kind of followers that you're raising, people that don't really care whether you're right or wrong. They just want to be cheering you up and things like that. So this person is in Enugu State. So Harriet Fatima, you need to be calming down. So, and then Emmanuel Buzo said, bro chose violence instead of peace. So this is very funny. I like this comment. And this kind of person is kind of very neutral, so you don't have to kill yourself over some minor things on social media. This is the kind of life you have to live in social media, because it's all just, some people are just using their 5 MB data to type things out that they feel in their mind. So you don't have to be totally aggressive about it. And then the woman says, the Collins is actually a miscreant. Probably you don't understand what is a miscreant, and it's very disrespectful calling someone a miscreant. Your reply didn't actually give any contribution to the comment. You just chose to be more disrespectful, which is not good. So the Wumi, you need to be calming down, bro. So, and then this one spoke Ghana. I don't understand what he said. And then he said, please don't mind him. No, that is not right. You can actually comment. You can actually give a reply. Kajele Sarasin. you can give a reply and say that what I'm saying is wrong, and you give a better explanation. That is a better way to go about it. Oh, this thing doesn't have a meaning. It doesn't help the matter. So you need to be calming down. And then Herb or Drago says, what exactly is your problem, Oga? Like, what is your headache exactly? So this is also not very helpful in the comment. And Herb, you need to be calming down. You have an Igbo cap in you and you live in Accra, so probably you're an Igbo person living in Accra, Ghana. You need to be calming down, Oga. You need to be calming down, Oga. Chimeze Mampi Onyebeze says, you're an illiterate. You don't know what's a contract. Well, you live in, you are a married man, you live in Lagos, you're married to Lilian Udeze. Udeze sounds like Imo State name. So I don't expect a married man like you to be such disrespectful. You must have been mature to be above this level of disrespecting people and calling people names. So you know, these comments can actually get your account banned on Facebook. If I report this your comment, you can be banned on Facebook. So don't be so disrespectful. You're a family man actually, so you shouldn't be this, you shouldn't stoop so low. Okay, Chimezie, you need to be calming down. And then Azong Honorine said he thinks it's in the Igobeta Republic. Okay, this person, probably you haven't visited my profile, so you don't know where I live. And then you are in Cameroon. So Azong, you need to be calming down also. And then Chimezi also replied again and said, is this actually an academic PhD? Please answer us. So you need to be calming down. I don't have to be as aggressive as you are, and I don't have to reply this kind of thing, because it will mean me and you exchanging words unnecessarily. So if you have any contribution to this comment, you would rather give it to be more helpful and educational, instead of being causing trouble and being violent about it. And Ejofeze said, we call such people over-sabi. Okay, Ejiofor, your comment also is not very helpful. You need to be, you are also a married man. I don't understand what is wrong with this married man. You are behaving like kids. You're supposed to be the ones advising us to be calming down. Now I'm the one advising you to be calming down. So, Ejiofor, calm down. You need to Jidofo and Jidogo, please. And then Adeleke Abdurashid Adetola said, go and watch the video and stop disgracing your ancestors. So Adeleke, also, you need to be calming down. Your comment is not very helpful, rather very disrespectful. And then Emmanuel Kwanzaa said, most developed countries do contract items when you pay monthly. If only you have a good credit score or records, just take note of that. And this is a very good reply actually, and that is what I had explained in the beginning of the video. So most countries, most abroad countries, do something like this, and it's not actually most abroad countries. Countries in Africa also are beginning to do things like this also, just that it's not very popular yet, because there's no enough database to keep record of people and their credit scores and everything. So I think I like your comment, Emmanuel Kwanzaa. And then moving ahead, Owura Kwame says, no need to go hard on someone who doesn't agree with you. Let's have a fun, senior. Yes, this is the kind of comment I'm looking for. This person is very wise to say something like this. So it's kind of telling you, Choker Millionaire, not to be always aggressive on people that disagree with you. That is a very wrong character for a leader like you. You can always correct people without being aggressive, especially when they go contrary to your opinion. Then Emmanuel Kwanzaa also replied again, beloved your reply, boss. Some people are dumb. So dumb means trash. So I think you mean dumb. So in any ways, you have to be calming down. Don't be so disrespectful and aggressive about your comment and reply. So let's be respectful to each other. And then Akinteye Samson replied, as the doctor traveled before, I'm not sure he knows anything about contract food. He's asking, I think he means that, have I traveled before? So I think all you need to do is click on my profile and you see on my page whether I've traveled before or not. It says in the UK self, he did Dr. Olodo. I think this is a Ghanaian broken English. I don't quite get it, but I think it means he be Olodo doctor or something like that. So this is also very disrespectful, and There's no reason for that, Akinteye. So you need to be calming down. And then this person, Patience Okpe, says, I got the offer too. It's 0 down payment. So this is good. So this person is telling me that yes, you can get it for 0 down payment, and that is one of the things that I explained in the beginning of this video. So this is a very good comment that you have to reply with your experience. And this person is studied in Jos. I don't know whether living in Jos or not. So this is kind of comments that you should give, or replies that you should give. I might be wrong with my comments. All you need to do is tell me that it's possible that I am wrong or something like that. You don't have to be aggressive or disrespectful about that. And then Muhammad Awa Mbawini says, very sensible reply. So you are kind of encouraging Choker Millionaire that he made a very sensible reply, which is very wrong. So you're kind of encouraging him to be more aggressive to you. And it can happen to you also. Tomorrow you can make a comment in disagreement to his opinion and he will go against you. You will cry. So don't encourage him to make such replies. It's very wrong. And then Ayowande Omotosho Rotimi says, just remove any negative comment that is not just simple. Keep up the good work, Choker. So there is no need for that also. And this your comment is not very helping. We have to learn from others. You are not all knowing. So my comments can actually teach you something, Ayowande. So you can also learn from my comments if you actually understand my perspective. We don't have to be very disrespectful about that. And then Choker Millionaire replied, Patience Ogbe, and said, and that is exactly what I said in the video. Just see how someone was trying so hard to discredit the video by saying that there must have been a deposit. Now, don't say that I'm trying to discredit you. Not when someone says anything against your opinion means that they are trying to discredit you. That is totally wrong. Stop having that mentality. You must not have 100%. Okay, for instance, in this video, you are having about over 300 comments. You don't expect that 300 comments to be totally, oh, good, that's nice, perfect, boss, you're doing good. No, you don't expect it to be. So if all your followers are 100% in your favor, which means you are a tyrant. You're not a very friendly person. So, and they are scared of saying things contrary to your opinion because they are scared of you chasing them away. So don't be so aggressive or having such kind of mentality. He said, I beg, enjoy your new iPhone 14. Yes, of course, that's cool. And then Ashvin Baukie said, if you don't know, keep quiet and learn. Choker Millionaire is one of the genuinely guys I've ever met on all social media handles. This is nobody. It's me, myself. I took Samsung Note 22 Ultra from a shop here in Korea, and I paid nothing initially, but I am to pay $30 a month because it comes with home Wi-Fi too. And then he says, the kind of people I hate in world are those who think they know but they don't know and not willing to learn. To shut up over there, bro. So I like the bro you put here. At least this is a very respectful insult, and that's fine. I don't have problem with that. Actually, you can easily tell us that you got something like that and it's possible to not put in any deposit, but what are the requirements? So you can explain it that way, in contrary to what I said, and it will be much more acceptable. So no need to be aggressive and disrespectful about it. So Ashvin, you need to be calming down. And then Osborne Richie says, this is not about disagreement. This is a form of saying he is lying. He is the one who bought the thing and you are telling him, so. Osborne, you need to be calming down also. And then he says, even though, Mr. Acclaimed Doctor. So Kofi Ba is trying to correct my grammatical error. Thank you for that. I think I have edited the comment and put the right one. Thanks for such correction. It's well accepted. And then Chikezie Mampi, the same married man, also keep sending very disrespectful words. That's about 3 words that you have said. It's very disgraceful to you being a family man and playing such kind of joke on internet. It's very, very disrespectful and disgraceful. He said he's in Indonesia or either any Asian country, Dr. Opondo. So I am not in Indonesia, I am in Malaysia, and you are in Nigeria. So you're in Nigeria and saying someone in Asian country is bad. So which means you have a problem. And then you say doctor of Pundok. So probably you got this from Google, or you're very good in Malay or in Indonesian words. So this actually means a very good word. It's not actually a bad word. So Chikezie, you need to calm down. You're a married man. You're a senior man. You shouldn't be playing like a kid on social media. And then Mr. Chorkor, you don't need to stress yourself with ignoramus person. Despite you explaining the way things have been done over there, they are just make life easy for people and without breaking the bank and so. Some people will still think it's a scam. Nobody thinks it's a scam. It's not a scam. It's possible. You can get phones on installment. Not only phone, actually, you can get laptop. You can get laptop, you can get home utensils like fridge or your television or microwave or toaster, anything. You can absolutely get them for installment in abroad, in whether Asian countries or America or Europe. So a good system, that's how it performs. It makes life easier for people. So you need to understand that. I'm not saying it's a scam, and nobody said it's a scam in the comment section. And then this person says, Afiz Akande be calming down. And Laia Dixon says he lives in Denver, Colorado. So he says, some of you Nigerians and your stupidity on social media, why waste time on people like this? Block his ass up, and then these guys are distractors. So you are living abroad. You're supposed to have more understanding about my perspective, and you're supposed to be much more intelligent than this. And you're studying in University of Ghana, or you studied in the University of Ghana. So don't just because you're a very good fan of Choker Millionaire and agree with whatever he says. That is totally wrong, and you don't have to attack people that disagree with whatever he says. So don't be very disrespectful, and nobody is trying to discredit him. You need to go to my page on my YouTube and see the kind of comments that people leave. Not 100% of them are positive. And I never say that they are trying to discredit me. No, stop saying that. It's very wrong. And you have to give your opinions. You have to you are creating content and putting out in social media. Your expectation is for people to watch it. You want people to watch those comments. And when they watch it, you don't expect them to say, oh, good. No, that is wrong. And then you say, watch his video and listen with your ears. What's wrong with this, Africa? You are a bishop and you work in all these, Abundance Grace International Ministry and so. So bishop, you shouldn't join in this kind of conversation if you don't have any positive comment to give. You should not be seen here, because people from your church will see you as a very disrespectful and arrogant person, and you are supposed to be a bishop. So instead of you giving this kind of comment, you should rather be the one to tell us to be calming down. So you should be the ones to guide us to peace instead of putting petrol to the fire. And then this person, Progress and Mekikone, said, people like you are one of the reasons we Africans are languishing in vain. So you don't carry this, your Igbo, I do know, come here. This person, Emeka Ikone, is an Igbo person, and he's telling me that I don't carry this, my Igbo, I do know, come here. So this is very foolish for you to say something like that. And you should have all these 3 paragraphs that you gave. You should have been able to give a much more explanation on my comment or the video, rather than being very disrespectful on this. So what is his name? Emeka Ikone, you need to be calming down. And Progress Emeka Ikone also, I think the same person. No, sir. Let him stay here and see Choker Millionaire is doing against his wish and get more pepper. So you're supposed to be a matured person. This kind of comment is not expected of you. Emeka, you need to be calming down. And then Krobia Asante Nyako Abroma says, bro, this our bro thinks he is always right, and he doesn't want anyone to say anything contrary to what he says. And that's so bad. Whoever sent you what is the only person who lives Whoever sent you what is the only person who lives abroad. We all know what this phone is works, but he won't allow express what you also know. So this person is right. You must not intimidate all your followers who goes against your opinion. So you need to be calming down, Choker Millionaire. And then this person say he doesn't need to watch before he can also share his experience, or what you are trying to say is that Canada is good and Africa is hell. Cool, but don't forget it's because of poor identification system that makes it possible for all his goodies, for all these goodies. So if some government in Africa is trying to have their citizens to be properly identified so they can also enjoy same, you say that the government is bad, bro, but whatever we do, we are still Africans and we one day go back to our country. So let's all help in building the Africa we want than to criticize everything without solutions. This is also a very reasonable comment, and he has said his opinion, and that's cool. So that's it. So if you go down, you will see someone that says we are suffering in Ghana. So you see, the video you made makes them feel that they are in hell in Ghana or Nigeria or in Africa. You have to explain to them that even though you get these things cheap, but there are a lot of burden that comes with it. There are a lot of burden with increase of or careless misuse of those installment systems. People will go ahead, when people see that it's very cheap and affordable to take things on installment, you go ahead and take a lot of things. You will take phone, laptop, probably TV, or iPad, or different things, and before you know, you have accumulated about $700 per month, which is unexpected, and then later you struggle to pay some of them. So these are kind of the backside of it that you don't really know. So I think I saw someone that said you're intimidating them with this video. I think it has gone down already. I can't see it. So it's kind of showing you what some people feel and understand about your video. It means that you are kind of having a very successful or a very perfect life in Canada, and they are suffering in hell in Nigeria or Ghana or some other African countries. You need to understand that because that you are getting those things cheap and affordable, not actually cheap, but easily affordable in Canada or other countries, doesn't mean that they themselves they are suffering or whatever. Actually, some network providers will give you this kind of services in installments, but at the end of the installment, you find out that you have paid more than the phone cost itself. Like here in Malaysia, you can get some for 0% down payment. You can get some for maybe 10% or 20% down payment. Some also you can get it for 0 down payment, but it's very tricky. By the time you calculate like $10, $20, and $50 until the time you finish paying for the phone, you find out that the money have exceeded the actual amount of the phone. So these are some of the tricks that comes with these installment systems. So these are the things that some people didn't really understand. That's all for today, guys. And my comments in your post, Choker Millionaire, doesn't mean to discredit you or say that what you're saying is a lie, but one of my perspective is just to tell you that you need to make it much more clearer for people so they don't get so much highly excited about going to Canada and getting free phones. Some people will think that, okay, when they reach Canada, they can get these free phones and they will run away. They will never pay the installment. So these are the things that you need to understand, that different people have different opinions and different understanding about things. And don't be so much aggressive about people's opinion about your content. If you are doing so, then you will not be a very good leader. You will not be a very good, effective leader. So you need to know how to accommodate people from different perspectives, people with different opinions. So don't be so aggressive and angry about my comment on your video. Let's keep it fun and simple. Let's keep it very educational. Let's keep it very friendly and respectful. So we don't just insult our people and curse at people on this social media platform. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Choker Millionaire, for the work you're doing about educating our people on how they can migrate to other countries and handling the processes by themselves without having to involve agents that would dupe them. That is similar to what I'm doing in Malaysia also on my content on my YouTube channels and my Facebook. I create similar contents educating our people on how they can do the processes of coming to Malaysia if they want to come legally and get a legal job here without having to do illegal things like scamming or drug or whatever people know Malaysia for. So this is similar to what I'm doing. And thank you guys very much. Thank you the viewers. Thank you Choker Millionaire. And Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page, because subsequent videos will still come. I see some people are still replying to this comment, so and I probably will make another subsequent video on this. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and until I see you again, bye bye.